I'm a little worried about this Techies. I'll be honest.
Techies has been buffed. A cast point on his minefield sign has been increased, and it also causes all of the mines in 500 radius to deal extra 15% damage.
Huh.
It scales really well. Like the levels that you're getting, your minefield sign is getting stronger.
Okay. We took the Spleen's Secret Sauce, by the way, as the facet. The increased blast off damage and self damage. So max HP is bonus damage, 15%. Guess we'll see if this Techies can be it. Will it be lit or not? That's the question. And as for the bounty runes, it does look as though it'll be 3 for Parivision. What's the build here for mid Beastmaster? How did BZM play it the other day?
Same item build. Rush Aghanim Scepter. There's no other way to really build Beastmaster. Other than offlane, of course, where you go for Helm.
Right. Keeping it pretty much the same, just from the middle lane up against the DK. How's that lane go?
Haven't seen this one. Like, it's been a while since I saw Beastmaster mid in a while, except for that BZM performance. But you're gonna be having those boars, and let's see which facet he chose with Dragon. I think to go for Corrosive Dragon, so the minus armor. See that the boars are taking quite a lot of damage.
They are, and Armel trying to maybe get a bit of an extra CS going after one of the boars.
It's going to be
a little bit careful, though.
At the early levels. Fighting into 2 boars. Up until you start getting more points in your Worm's Wrath.
Satanic pulling this creep wave all the way up and around, while Tim's does the same. And Satanic will try to get this back to even, keep it away from the tower, make sure that he can keep the creep equilibrium in a decent spot. That does push in a little bit. And Satanic going to try and deal with grabbing all these creeps as the double wave comes into the tower. Tim's, though, Ducalis is trying to get a solo kill here by the tier 2 tower. And this is kind of insane.
Level 1 Warlock. Tims know he's fine. Has protection from the tower, extra bit of regen, eats the tango. While Satanic is getting a complete free farm. This is the interesting one. This is Ember Spirit position 4. He already did play it. So instead of going for the double fist facet, he did go for chain gank. Makes more sense playing it from the support role.
Yeah, definitely a lot more sense. Have that extra bit of control. It was a little bit of a steal pick with the Mirana having already been picked up by Boom and Satanic. Just a nice all chat XD. Not sure what for, but why not?
Tim's arrow is not on cooldown, so I'm not sure what happened there. Thought there was an attempt to kill him.
I guess not. Tim's also almost level 3 already. Satanic is at level 3. Shadow Word, Jabs now on the run. Well, Satanic, Fatal Bonds on both heroes. So he pushed the lane out a little bit. Stifling Dagger to push them back so he can grab that range creep, and then pulling the creep wave off to the side will continue to help Satanic make sure that he's able to get every CS as well. Not awful so far for the start for Parivision for Satanic. Everything seemingly going to according to plan, but the Doom a little bit behind. You still have DM on this Enigma. We've talked about DM on the Enigma, how good he is with this hero. Obviously,
once they hit level 3, I could see them try to go and try to make a move. 9 class has Blood Grenade, 2 points in Sleight of Fist. Try to put a little bit more pressure into that lane. And speaking of putting the pressure, no one has been putting quite a lot of pressure onto Dragon Knight, keeping them low in terms of CS. It's pretty even.
Yeah, the CS is even. No one just using these boars to be very annoying. We'll grab the water rune, and Armel just continuing to just take shot after shot after shot from these boars. That is so frustrating to have to deal with. Constantly at half health. Blast off comes through. Blood grenade looking for the first blood, but well, he's okay with the skewer across from Jackie. Actually gets saved with that. Had a lot of charges on that wand to heal up with, so even with the blast off, not in too much trouble. In 9 class, he's only got that stick, only has 3 charges on it, and he's going to eat that sticky bomb.
And immediately bringing items to the lane. He needs extra bit of mana to cast his spells. He did commit heavily with the blood grenade, but Jackie is pretty low, and they're running out of regeneration. So is Jonuel. He's bringing something on the courier, tangos, and the healing salve. They're playing the lanes better. Way too much harassment from Parivision. Stronger lanes. Warlock, VA, you're not winning this against this lane. There's just no way. It needs to be something very specific, and Mirana position 4, definitely not it.
It's trying to be. It was high level early, but hasn't gotten a lot of experience since. Satanic not working with a lot of mana at the moment, but he does have a Lotus and 3 charges on that stick. Armel, he's in some trouble, but the TP from Jonuel, he's got that sticky bomb and the blast off. No one. Now, with the blood grenade thrown for Jonuel, he's getting pretty low, but the sleight of fist, 9 class is here, searing chains, and
he gave it to no one.
Blood.
The boar got him.
Yeah, I think a reactive taser might have stopped him too, but the boar ended up getting it and getting that first blood, and already a 2,000 net worth lead here for Parivision. And you can move off this lane. DM's pretty fine. He's already got the early drums. You can start to move around his 9 class. You help get that first blood. You know how quickly that a Beastmaster can help, take towers, especially with a little bit of help. This is a problem for Boom. They're not really getting much out of their lanes.
No, and I'm wondering who's going to be the playmaker again. Dragon Knight? I think Armel needs to be the one trying to make something happen. He does have Invis Rune, so maybe they could set things up, but Satanic, pretty difficult kill to get. And they also might try to force something here. They see Mirana. Tims will need to use the last leap charge.
That's rough, but Elder Dragon form and Dragon Tail arrow. Satanic, he's got a jump, so he's fine. Jab's only level 4. Doesn't really care about Jabs coming over. And he's going to get healed up pretty heavily. Armel comes back with not a lot of mana, and this Elder Dragon form is going to run out soon enough. Jab's taking some damage here. Tim's also pretty low. There's only been 1 kill in this game, so there's only 1 charge on that Black Grimoire. And like I said, Beastmaster takes towers pretty quickly here at the 7-minute mark. We're 1 shrine apiece, but that tower goes down mid, and Armel, that's a rough spot to be in. He's got to look for a place to farm now that's going to be safe if he can. Primal Roar is available. You've got 9 class moving around. I wouldn't be surprised if he wants to go maybe towards top and get a kill in the Magnus.
Has Primal Roar available, and this could result in getting the tower kill. Enigma is level 6 with drums. Black Hole available. 3 points in Eidolons. Even Ducalis is making a move.
Yeah, Satanic doesn't really have to fear for his life all too much in this bottom lane.
As long as Doom is level 5, he's fine with that.
Tim's eating a lot of damage, even committing to it, but now the Techies is coming over, looking for the Infernal Blade, but
he's
wisely,
not in range.
Satanic is also hiding behind his own creeps, but the arrow, boy, almost walked back into it. Meanwhile, Armel, they didn't even need to use Primal Roar to get that kill.
And looking at the top lane, 9 class, he's pushing the tower with Eidolons. Oh, they're going to get another tower. Another slow type of a draft from Boom. Jabs, level 5.
Ooh, Skewer and the Fatal Bonds, but the jump over towards no one who still has that Roar because they didn't need to use it, so he'll use it now. They get this Roar out onto the Doom. Jabs level 5, no Doom available. Fatal Bonds, the damage is there. No one ends up getting the kill. The Sleight of Fist, but now trying to go through the Twin Gate as well. They'll give up on that, and they just get that one kill. They're up 4,000 net worth with a 3-0 lead.
And Satanic, a lot of harassment on him. Goes back to full HP, getting healing cells, getting tangos. The itemization that he did go for, knowing that he's going to get harassed quite a lot, picking up Casual Bracer is what actually keeps him alive. Having Raindrop, having Magic Stick, no one. He's playing in way too deep.
Yeah. Going for this Beastmaster. They drop down some vision, and now they want to fight this. But I don't know if I really think that this is the go-to move. They will get a kill on Jamwell. It's DM who gets credit for that kill on the techies. Meanwhile, Ducalis used the Black Grimoire, and he wasn't level 6, but now he's going to hit level 6.
DM did use Solo Black Hole to get a kill on techies. In the meantime, going for the same item build, and they're also keeping the tower alive in the bottom lane. They killed mid, they killed top, pre-10 minutes. Things are looking good for them. Both supports are gonna be level 6, 9 class, getting some extra bit of a farm in the top lane.
Yeah, just some solo farm for him. Why not, right? They're all moving around. DM can take the jungle. Doesn't need to be in the lane. He's actually farming in the enemy's jungle at the moment while you've got no one farming your triangle. 9 class now level 6. He's looking for Yule's Scepter. And their Moonlight Shadow, they're going to try and come over, but DM, he doesn't have Black Hole. He does have the drums, and he's going to start to back away. Moonlight Shadow, Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, getting some lockdown, blast off arrow, and some mines down. They go to the RP even.
Don't think they will kill RP, DM. Wanted to make sure that they're grabbing the kill. DM is worth a lot of gold. No one. He wants to try to go and maybe get a wraparound, get something. Primal Roar is ready.
Yeah, he'll find the techies, and Jamwell will die here to no one. 9 class even coming over, but not finding the Mirana who TP'd back. We'll say it's not extending the lead that they had, because they had a 3,000 net worth lead pretty early on. It's been kind of stable, which is good for Boom. Obviously, you're getting a lot of farm on the Magnus with Empower. Doom not getting nearly as much as maybe you'd like. But also, you've got Armel who's starting to pick up the paces with his farm there too, as he and the Magnus are about to pass DM.
Managed to stabilize the game.
Well. Yeah. This isn't as heartbreaking as the first few minutes would have suggested it could have been. This could have been way worse. DM doesn't know he's standing on a ward. I would say the
very aggressive farming. They got punished when Beastmaster did that. And speaking of Beastmaster, just one component away from Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, not a bad timing on that. This is normally around that time. We saw very quick Ags at 11 minutes, but that was, of course, on a very, very, very good game. They do smoke up. They're going to go bottom again, but there are 4 heroes already here, and Beastmaster could TP into the tier 1 tower and be there very quickly.
Ducalis is in a good spot.
He had to break the smoke. Ooh, just, okay, throwing the Chaotic Offering. Didn't even wait for Boom to come over. Dragon Tail and the Blast Off, they get the kill to Ducalis, and this is going to end up being the Golem dead very fast. Maybe he should have waited.
I thought he was going to wait for them to get the first initial jump and then rock into Black Hole, but because you do not want to commit. You don't want to jump in. Who's going to be jumping into the tier 1 tower with 3-4 heroes around them?
Yeah, that's unexpected. And well, Moonlight Shadow, after using the smoke to come bottom, they're able to get another kill, and all of a sudden it feels like Boom's kind of picking up the pace. They didn't have a lead. They aren't the ones that exactly have these crazy active heroes that I thought Parivision had with Enigma and Beastmaster, who can be pretty aggressive, and Ember too. But they, you know, with Elder Dragon form and RP, Moonlight Shadow, I guess you could be just as aggressive.
Definitely could. A little bit of a misplay from Parivision, but does allow Boom Esports to get tower in the bottom lane. It's going to be Armel who picks it up. A little bit of extra gold. It seems like they're not done. They're picking out the bottom part of the map.
They'll find Satanic. Blast off a lot of damage. Doom used. Satanic's dead. Feels like Parivision getting a little bit... I don't think lazy is the right word. I'm just trying... Or maybe just loose. Too loose. Like, they're not... They had Satanic down in the bottom lane for 15 minutes without really feeling any fear. And even with those kills that came bottom, with the kill onto... you know, even with the kill onto 9 class, the kill onto Ducalis, they still just left Satanic down there, and Doom was available, and they knew that.
They did, and managed to get 2, maybe even 3k gold in the last couple of minutes.
This was a 4k lead that's now even. And mine's taken out by those Eidolons. I think that, you know, clears it up, makes it more available, but gotta wait. Is anybody gonna die here? Ducalis? No. He's fine. He's fine.
Ember would definitely love to pick up Shard for free. Position 4 Ember, because if enemy hero dies near Ember, you will get your charge replenished.
Right. Well,
and you also get extra bit of damage around your remnants, which is always nice. Combine that with the chain gang. That deals quite a lot of damage.
And we'll see if he gets it on the following Tormentor. And like the following Tormentor, you can follow the channel, follow the official Fissure channels on all socials. You can catch all the behind the scenes action for all Fissure events coming up and future events, plenty of which have already been announced. We'll see if Parivision can find anybody, but again, maybe a little bit too lackadaisical.
Nice read. They used Moonlight Shadow, and they also popped the scan, which did connect for a second, and immediately they're going to go through the Twin Gates and play the bottom part of the map. Maybe even catch Satanic one more time. Jabs does have Doom available.
Are you surprised that Satanic's still farming down here, considering the moves?
It is a risky move. Rest of the team is going to go into Roche Pit and try to take it, so he might be the one paying the price.
Yeah, this should be an insta-doom. But they gotta get close enough. Ooh, Satanic. Infernal Blade. There's the Doom. Shockwave. Holding off on RP. Ooh.
Oh! He had to use it, though. He had to pop it.
So now, Doom wasted. RP wasted. And Satanic gets a kill instead.
And you lost Roche while all this is happening.
What?
It's shorter than you think. You gotta get closer.
You gotta be hugging. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains onto Armel. The follow-up Primal Roar. He's got those drums. He is a slomming down the slopes, and they will get Armel as well. Oh no. Oh gosh.
This is where the game breaks. If they get a kill on Satanic, they get out. They should be pretty happy about it, delaying his item. So, but right now, he's on a different side of the map. You know that he's gonna be fine playing with no... You can't kill him with no Doom.
Oh. That is rough. That is rough. And they've come back from 4K down before. But I don't know if you're going to get another opportunity like the one you just had. You gotta be closer on that. On that RP.
Scan did connect for a second. Satanic immediately using the voice line in the old chat. Moves from the top part of the map. Rest of the team is going to take a tower for free, knowing that there is no RP, there is no Doom. No one Blink Dagger available on him. They're going to be controlling the most part of the map right now.
how they use this Aegis. They still have 3 minutes on it. They'll have a blast off, but they should be able to follow this up. Searing Chains, Primal Roar, the rest of the team's behind them. Arrow connects, it's on to no one. But there's the Chaotic Offering being dropped from Ducalis. They've got the Midnight Pulse on the ground. They go to the RP.
No.
This one doesn't miss, but he's missing a lot of HP when he does that, so he'll end up dead. And the Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, they'll go for more. They want it all. They get Jean-Well. They don't get Tim's. Just an Eidolon for the arrows. Troubles of flying through the map.
Maybe someone said
dealing with Armel is not great.
In the comms, you need to hit 3-man RP. And he took it literally. He lands that 3-man RP, but there's no follow-up. And now, you're still fighting into Aegis. There's no black hole for 25 seconds. Satanic is here with a BKB.
Yeah. Do you stop? You don't have to stop. You feel so strong. You don't. When they all respawn, you could back off. But that being said, you probably don't have to.
All right, how many drums do they have in this game?
I would hope just one, but I
have
see
3.
one on Warlock, and they have it on Warlock.
Enigma and Drums of Slum. It's way too much. There's just way too much attack speed. They can pop that, use the other one, and it seems like they're still not done. They have Blink Roar available, so whoever shows in the lane could be a victim.
Fans are percussion, and they'll try to. Are they going to continue to push here? No, they're backing off. They've already sent Satanic back.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Although they sent Satanic back to push bottom, they're actually trying to swipe this 21-minute shrine. Nobody's TP'd back for it yet, but they're going to steal the other one, so they don't really care if theirs gets stolen. There's no reason to go back all the way on the map, I would assume. And nobody's coming over, but they're going to give it to Jackie, who will steal it. Okay. No one was nearby. Tim's being a mobile ward, and no one going to see that this is stolen, so unfortunately for him, he's not going to be able to get that shrine. Bottom lane's pushing in. He's got the Eidolons pushing the creeps in.
Somebody will have to address it. There is also a catapult.
You think at some point they're going to try and make a move here. Question is on who. Okay. Easy dodge. Easy out. And then Beastmaster, he's back with the team after just being up towards top. The Midwest. Not like too famous, but like they play like small.
Yeah, they play in their own garage.
Oh,
After work. They work 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And they do it on Tuesday nights.
One's a plumber, one's a lawyer. Thanks for showing up. We're rock and roar. Clap in the chat. Let's go. Yeah, they stream on Twitch as well. Out of their garage. Good band. Catch them on Spotify. Thanks being built for Ember.
He's going pretty crazy build. Like I think in this type of a game, you can build pretty much anything, how far ahead they are, and it's still gonna feel good. Probably gonna wait for next Roche, Satanic. Bringing in S and Y, fully completed. Gotta make him super tanky. Status resistance, of course, great against Dragonite, great against Doom.
Scan. Connecting. They're gonna try and make a move. Uh-oh. They've run into the line of Eidolons. Blink over. They were looking for Satanic. They're not gonna get it. Blast off right on top of DM though. Fatal Bonds, not well placed. Giant Class is dead. Janwell gets 2. Jab's in trouble with the BKB popped after this Doom used.
No one's dying.
3 heroes are going to be dead. RP committed. And now DM's gone. He bought back. He's dead so quickly. Satanic jumps away, trying to survive, but Armel's with him. The arrow doesn't land. Satanic still surviving the skewer, the jump. They're still looking for the Phantom Assassin. But he was able to get a creep wave. They've got the harpoon. They'll lock on to this Ember, and they'll get a kill. 2 buybacks. 2 kills. All right,
we got a game.
And then they also killed the Beastmaster.
Double buyback. So Enigma died. And Ember Spirit also died afterwards. So a bit of a... How did you call it? You didn't say sloppy, slow?
But
that...
yeah.
It's definitely not the type of execution that you want. I think it comes down to them overlapping their abilities to get a kill on Magnus. So not having Black Hole, not having Rock. If they had one of those abilities, they would definitely love to take the fight. And Roshan may respawn in 15 seconds. But showing signs of life. They just got extra 15%.
To defend themselves for.
No spells, not much lockdown. We're level 7. Oh, the Chakra gonna come into play. Second side of Fizz.
Oh, this would be a huge kill.
Too. And that's the way you got to take the high ground, right? You have to sacrifice those boars and eidolons.
You can drop a golem. He clears the mines.
Yeah. And the cooldown on that's pretty painful. Just to commit that.
Moonlight
So
Shadow.
I guess you could.
Let's see if they're going to find something. The rocks have not been connecting most of the time. There was no follow-up. Not on the same page. Courier is scouting things out. Moonlight Shadow, but they're still smoked, so not going to see them.
Does it have an item on it? It does.
It
It has
does.
the Reaver. It has the Reaver. Oh, God. Oof. They could have just taken out a Reaver, but arrows don't work like that.
Back in
glad.
my days, you lost the
Yeah.
item, it's gone. Dies on the courier, they pick it up, they destroy it.
How long ago was this?
ZSMJ, I don't know if you remember this name, Medusa.
From Hyper Gory Team. Are you kidding me? I love ZSMJ.
Farms Divine Rapier, loses Divine Rapier, farms another Divine Rapier, wins the game. What a giga chat.
Yeah, there's been some interesting Divine Rapier plays back in the day, especially with Chinese teams. I remember watching, was it Monet? He picked up, it might have been Monet who picked up Divine Rapier as Weaver. The second he purchased it at the secret shop, Double Ravage killed, called GG. I'm not certain.
Was the on
That was Monet?
Because maybe Kaka was the one who
Honestly,
called GG. I remember
now
one
that
time,
I think about it,
Kaka calls GG mid Ravage. They're actually in the air. GGs are dropped.
it was top lane. I was casting that game with you. I remember exactly where it was. It's right by the tier 3
Tier
tower.
Tier 2, Tier 3 tower. Yeah.
Yeah. That little gap
They were
right
radiant,
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. As he's going up from the tentacle, GG. They didn't even lose the fight yet. Nobody had died. He just knew it was over.
He sees what's gonna happen.
Gosh.
Not remember what he was playing. Probably some shaman.
He was playing
Or
Lion.
lion. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Abyssal next for Phantom Assassin. Jackie's still farming. Surprised. I mean, that Aegis really didn't turn into much.
Oh, respecting techies, and he's planting more mines.
It just gets worse, Lacoste. It doesn't get better. It really doesn't get better. And there's a little taste. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. You might want to... Uh-oh. Ooh. Gosh.
You get hit by 3 mines, you have negative magic resistance. So every spell that you take, it's basically going to be pure damage plus some extra.
It's rough. It's not fun. I think they've given him enough time. You're only up 10,000. I know that number is big, but it just doesn't feel like enough.
James, he's in a good spot to break the smoke.
No insta-slight. There it is. Ooh. With the leap. And the remnant. The dragon tail baited. Oh, gosh. Oh, RP. A little early. Chaotic offering coming in. Satanica with the BKB. He's going to try and chase a look over now at Jabs and the rest. The Jabs are Mel. Tim's on the run. Satanic He's chasing. He's got the Lincolns on him just to protect from Doom. And these heroes are just too speedy. They lose 9 class and they get nothing out of it. The BKBs are down on both the Beastmaster as well as this Phantom Assassin.
They
RP
can't
was
kill
used.
anybody.
No, they can't get their hands on anyone. And I understand they want this. Oh, hold on. Doom, no one. Caught. Oh, even pulled back. That's rough. He is in trouble. And he is going to die here. Armel getting that kill. They were ready for it. And they also get their hands on a gem.
They're definitely back into this game. After that fight that happened with multiple kills, multiple buybacks, Parivision, pretty sloppy execution. And now DM needs to be careful. He does have Lincoln Sphere, though. Low block.
9 class?
Harpoon from going in.
The 9 class is out of control. I mean, he's got that axe, but goddamn.
Doesn't
He's
feel
really
like he's
trying
dealing
for it.
much damage. I have to check his damage numbers, but a lot of the times you will see him go in and not being able to do much.
And die. Oh, he Shadow Word, right clicks. Now he's got the break with the Fan of Knives. They're doing some decent damage. They go to the black hole. It catches Tims. Armel is dead. Tims will die. 2 dead on the side of Boom. Finally, something going their way, and they immediately get that gem back, too.
Phantom Assassin damage,
bad.
she definitely has it. You have Mindbreaker, you have extra bit of a silence, you have break on top of that, you have crit, you have magical crit, and you have a lot of sustain. Using the opportunity, seeing that Doom has been used, and they still want to go for the high ground.
Top tower has fallen.
There is
30 seconds
RP.
without Doom.
You could just do this. Yeah. Oh, BKB. Now the RP. For the Midnight Pulse, all you gotta do
No
is skewer
follow-up.
back in. Oh no, the skewer's early, but Satanic dives anyway. Primal Roar, they'll catch this Techies, they'll kill off the Magnus. That's a big issue for Boom. They've lost jabs, and all of a sudden, everybody needing to buy back here for the side of Boom, as they do not have this Magnus.
Man, Magnus, he goes in and he commits RP, but again, the rest of the team not ready to deal the damage, so they commit with 4 buybacks afterwards, and now Parivision, I mean,
Back in the
I'm not
lead.
gonna say that they're in full control of this game because we've seen them throwing the lead that they had early on. Magnus, 500 damage coming out from him. Impressive numbers.
He tried to time the BKB right. He really did.
And another Roche is available. Geez, Roshan's banner refresher, so you can have that on your Enigma or you can have that on your Beastmaster.
Okay. Another Aegis. If you're gonna be diving that high ground, you might wanna have it on Satanic. Nicholas slamming his staff to the ground, but not gonna commit to throwing that chaotic offering, obviously. Now they've got
He
another
even went
Aegis on
back-
Satanic.
The Hand of Midas.
Who,
He's like,
Nicholas?
this game, yeah, he's like, this game might be very long and everybody is building into a Lincoln Sphere.
So he's just trying to get the gold for Lincolns. Okay. He's got a Lincolns. Beastmaster's building a Lincolns. There's a Lincolns on Enigma. Just
Warlock
don't buy
talents
an
are
Aeon
insane.
disc on Satanic.
If he gets to level 20 on Warlock, that's pretty massive. You go in, use your rock, suddenly you die, you drop another one.
Oh, not the 40 upheaval damage? You sound disappointed, and I know you've said nothing, but the sound of nothing makes me
the
know.
nose sound. It was the
I didn't hear that initially. It's the sound of disappointment, honestly. And I'd even suggest such a thing.
I'm not even mad, I'm just disappointed.
This is why it's upsetting that I can't see you right now, because I know the face you're making as well.
Yeah, it is the face. Ob Sentry down. It's going to provide them with a good amount of vision if they want to get that first initial jump, maybe skewer back.
They're kind of searching. This Remnant on the high ground, though, from the Ember is kind of a pain in the ass. Because they're getting the immolation, so when you've got that Remnant on the high ground,
Canceling the
it's
blink.
stopping them from blinking and looking for that initiation if those heroes were there. Yeah. Almost level 25 for Phantom Assassin. That -1 attacks to trigger. What was it again?
Say it. Coup de grace.
Coup de grace.
Yeah.
Coup de grace. Yeah. You're going to make me think that it's actually coup de grace at some point. I'm really going to forget.
It
It's
is.
coup de
Google
grace.
it. Yeah, Google it. Definitely pronounced that way. About to crack 25, as you said. After camp, he's going to have it. I think they're still giving them a lot of respect. Maybe they want to farm those Lincolns, and there is Lincolns right now on no one. One
Waiting
in
for next
Enigma.
Roche.
The call is getting close to it. Still needs a good amount of gold to finish that one off.
They're just out farming them on the map. They're not letting Boom kind of come down the steps at all. They're in a really, really tough spot. Magnus trying to get his hands on a BKB, has that MKB, but wasn't able to survive when he had thrown that RP onto the Phantom Assassin. And even if you get the RP now and you skewer them back into the mines, it's not all too worth it if it's just the Aegis. Unless you have the follow-up, for sure. But life's going to be difficult. And they have some decent wards down the steps looking for the vision to get this jump. They smoke up, and the idea is probably to go through where the tower isn't standing on that tier 3 or mid, bottom.
No one pre-tipping Jackie.
Kind of rude. God, Remnant in. 9 class, still committing. They go to the Primal Roar. Jackie! Jackie, RP misses. Oh, Jabs and Jackie are dead. Satanic with the mega kill. They're going to go after Armel. They should be able to rip up the DK, and they should get John Well as well. That is 3 heroes dead. Black Hole committed. Armel ends up gone. GG is called. Parivision take the 2-0 over Boom Esports.